know, I was just talking to myself. Been going, been going on and on for a while now. You know, you know. Oh my God. So much I want to say, but I also don't really want to say anything. But I do. But I don't. There's a secret hidden in plain sight. But do you know what you are and what you're a part of? Do you know what, who you are and what you're a part of? Do you know who you are and what you're a part of? You. Do you know? And what's up with your neighbor? And what does everyone want? And why? What does everyone want and why? And what wants what it wants? Am I thirsty for hot water with a leaf in there? Or is the body wanting that for whatever reason? For tube works and just basic warmth. Because the atmosphere, for whatever reason it is, it's currently at a degree which is a little bit chilly. A little bit chilly. And this hot water feels good in the belly, in this body. But I am not this freaking body, right? I'm not. I know I'm not. I just know I'm not. I'm not this body. I love this body. This body's great. It also hurts. It also wants. And it's also just like, this body exists in this fucking world for what? Like, I can pick stuff up and put it down to, like, maybe support this body, right? But this body, because it exists and people look at the body and have a name, or on just this bodies look at bodies and talk to them, and because we all talk to each other, we also all basically bond each other in exchange of currency, of money, which is completely made up. It's a complete fabrication, and we all take it so seriously, and it sucks. Now, I can totally see the whole idea of it being like a great, super massive game. But, like, come on, dude. Like, how long are we gonna play the same fucking game before you realize you're a body in space and basically the planet provides everything we need? And, like, what else is there that we want? Okay, so why are we alive? What do we want? What do we want, right? And it's like, okay, the body wants some things, and if I realize I'm not the body, what is it that I am, and what is it that I want, if anything at all? And if I don't want anything at all, for whatever reason, and I'm still in the body, and I'm still surrounded by every single other body who always wants more of whatever, just everything wants more and more and more, and also doesn't produce anything, because like in this time period, like time, just don't even want to go into that. Let's just stick talking about bodies. Forget about time. That's just, I'm not even going to try to talk about that right now. And right now, I'm not even trying to talk about what I'm trying to talk about. But it's just wording anyway. But there's a secret message, and it's for you. But in the meantime, I'm just talking to you. So until then, it's just, I'm just existing, right? And I feel quite capable and on point. But for whatever reason, this body is kind of like sort of unemployable, but also not, but also like, I don't know. But I don't know, man. I'm thinking humanity as a whole, a lot stupider than we want to admit. There's plenty of genius throughout, but like the overall thing of humans is pretty stupid. Pretty incredibly stupid and retarded. I'm sorry to say, but, and I'm going easy on you right now, but shoo, we're pretty dumb. But no matter how dumb or smart or whatever we are, no matter what level we're at, the fact is that we freaking are here existing. Whatever degree, whatever gauge, whatever plane, whatever freaking, wherever you might find yourself on this freaking thing, the fact remains that we all are existing. Like, what? How weird is that? Like, how weird is it that anything happens at all? And like, to me, I'm like, well, when I think of that, I'm like wondering, like, well, what's this money thing? And what is all this blabbering? And all this conflict and all this every type of suffering the human does on account of its fingers and its fucking tongue. What? Bro, the fact that you exist and there's like an infinite fucking everything, infinite in every fucking direction and beyond directions, all together simultaneously, in, out, ill, just fucking, there's just so much to fucking look at that's like more profound than what everyone is looking at. Like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, what do I do? Because I'm pretty much like convinced no one wants to hear it. I'm pretty convinced no one really wants to have a good time on planet Earth. Like, I feel like a fucking alien who like came down here and was like, yo, this is could be really cool. And then it's just like day after day, year after year, it's just trivial, stupid. And like the party just is like, and granted, I think people throughout the world are on a certain vibe, but like where I'm at, well, I talk to myself, I talk to fire, I talk to plants, and I am awaiting responses from my imagination. But I don't know, I spend time with nature and God. And like I talk to God because like God listens, right? No matter what. And I'm like, what the fuck is this fucking thing you got going on here, God? What the fuck you got going on here? Are you serious with this shit, God? Like, what the fuck? Come on, God. And then I'm just like, well, fuck it. Fine, whatever. Let him be stupid. Okay. But why can't y'all just leave me, like, y'all, okay, y'all. Just let them be stupid, but like, just let them be stupid and just like, then, okay, then what? Like, I'm breathing, right? And I'm existing. This body exists and it's fucking on land. And like, no matter where I want to go, if I want to go anywhere, someone's going to want money from me to be there. Otherwise, you got to keep it moving, right? That's the way this world operates based on what we do to each other. We all live on this infinite grid, infinite plane, right? And we've set it up so that instead of being an infinite, abundant, harmonious thing, we've chopped it up and blocked it and locked it and keyed it and said, okay, money. You were born into this world, and we have money that is in between you and living in this world, right? The money thing is such a cool game because like you can really play it and like it can be a blast, but actually it just really sucks overall. And the worst part I think of it is like a lot of people actually believe in money, like really. A lot of people like were like today saying what I'm saying, and then they like end up falling into it and believing that it's a real game and it's like really means anything. And like, yeah, maybe on a certain level there's a karmic significance to money, but I don't know, dude. At a certain point, you sit with the facts enough, you sit with the facts enough of yourself existing in this creation, and just like, this money is really funny. And what are all these people doing? What are all these bodies doing, dude? Pretty much snacking uncontrollably and destroying the snack factory in the process. Right? Humans can't stop snacking, and everything that they're consuming is depleting where it comes from. But at the same time, it just keeps coming out of the ground no matter what. Like, the shit just doesn't stop growing. No matter what we do. Like, we can really, really wipe it out, but it still keeps coming back no matter what. So it's like, I'm looking out in this yard, and it's like I started out with like a tiny little bit of some seeds, right? And I got them wet. Where can you get stuff wet around here, right? Like, so I'm on this planet, and I found these fucking little, like, they were these little things, and they got wet. You know, I don't know. It's like hard to keep stuff dry on this planet, you know? And then, like, out of nowhere, these little nothings, like hard dust, like almost something you like, yeah, I don't know, like it's just like a little, just a little nothing, like a little thing. You can't even see it almost. Got that shit wet, fucking dropped it somewhere, and then like, it's just like coming up out of the ground, dude. These green like pokey things, like these little fucking leaves, dude, little bills coming out of the ground, and then like. Kind of was plucking and eating them and dropping them and sticking them and fricking them, and they're just fucking everywhere now, right? Everywhere. And they just keep growing, and I don't have to do anything at all except to eat them and maybe spread them further if I wish, right? And then, like, okay, well, what is this plant? Well, the name is not important, really. The fact is that it's a super duper, mega super best ever. So, you can't go wrong with that, right? So I got the best ever growing everywhere and more. And then, like, all the while, like, we are doing what we're doing even though this happens. Like, this occurs. Like, stuff like on Earth, like stuff that is good to put into the body, it just produces itself because it's stuck here in this fucking thing with a sun and a goddamn water cycle and a freaking ground that doesn't go anywhere. The ground is just like, you ever really jump on this thing? Like, you ever feel it? You ever take a second and stop taking your walking for granted and like really tune into like what the fuck is going on with your process of walking? You could have a massive fucking epiphany awakening if you just think about your feet and what you're stepping on a little bit more than you normally do. I swear to God, man. You really feel yourself, and then you realize, like, okay, well, if I'm not this body and this body is somehow moving, how? I don't know. It's a mystery, right? So the thing's just moving, right? And then you're like, well, how did any of this again, back to the fact of I exist, right? Well, I exist. So like, where did that come from? Where do I find that? Okay, where do I find my root, right? I. Where is my root to be found, right? And so you like, are you looking everywhere? Are you looking anywhere, right? But just walking. Okay, so what's walking? Okay, so there's energies, right? Think of it maybe like that. Your body is like a machine. It has energies, right? Do 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 do. Where did that energy come from, right? What's propelling you? What's driving you? Are you being pushed? Are you being pulled? Are you being led? Are you being guided? Are you being dragged? Are you being dropped or like raised up? I don't know. But dude, I don't know. It's like I feel like I don't know. I feel like life. Fuck. It's just I don't know, man. I feel like I feel very good, but just not like a jillion% yet because like. Yeah, this is just a lot of rambling nonsense, just kind of because there's like things on my heart. But I spend a lot of time in solitude, like a lot of time, just like almost forever. In solitude, right? And like I learn things and like I go through processes and transformations and I grow and I evolve. And all along I just simply am, right? I just am. Always have been, always am, always will be. I just am. Just am. I just am and emming, like I'm just fucking here, right? For what though? Because as far as I can see, everything that all these bodies are trying to go and do and save and destroy, it just all the whole charade, like the whole charade. There's no point to it. They're all fucking retarded. Every single one, just about. Myself included, but I think I'm just a little bit extra retarded. Because I find myself in this amazing, blessed, profound perspective. But it's also so very lonely. Just me and God, pretty much. Me and God on this planet of fucking, I don't know, like whatever we call ourselves, right? Boy. Buh. Buh. But I don't know, man. If people just listen to vibration, like to any kind of sound with more like something, felt their feet a little bit more, felt their breath a little bit more, and like, but like, what do other people even matter anyway? Like, what? Nothing really matters because it's all fucking. It's just like, have you ever really, have you sitting here 18 minutes, going on almost 20 minutes? Have you ever thought about like? Seriously contemplated the ideas of that we're in a living in a simulation. It's worth considering.